Lady in the Lake episode 5 surprised me. Let's get into it. In the beginning of the episode, Maddie meets her husband at the coffee shop, and he just gave her the divorce papers, and the first thing she mentioned was alimony. She never loved that man in the first place, she just tolerates him. Maddie was cheating on Alan with his father, and she was pregnant at the time but got an abortion, which I knew, and that she was messing with the father. Hell, I believe in episode 1 or 2 she was very intrigued by his paintings. It was kind of obvious that Maddie was fooling around with Alan's father. It was a no-brainer. So Maddie is trying to solve Cleo Johnson's death after it was revealed that she was found in the lake. Her boss doesn't want her to cover the story, and so he stated that let the Afro cover it. But we know Maddie doesn't listen and does it anyway. And Maddie is pretty privileged. She knows it, and she doesn't like taking no for an answer. Also, the way that lady looked at her with disgust when Maddie walked in and brought those guys those bagels, and they was just drooling all over her, and Maddie is not going to earn her respect in the workplace. That's why that lady was looking at her like that, because you have to have tough skin, and Maddie doesn't have tough skin at all. And like I said, she used that privilege to get what she wants, and so that's why that lady was looking at her like, really? And then on top of that, you asked her for some advice, and I'm like, Maddie, you sat there and was just kissing these guys' butts by giving them bagels and stuff like that, and then let the guy slap you on your butt. And so now you want to have questions for your coworker and trying to get some advice. And she said there's 3 things that you are not supposed to be asking her. Bottom line is, she said she ain't got time for it. She's trying to do her work. She said you are on your own, and I don't blame her at all. Now, who the hell is Bill that keeps writing those letters to Maddie? I don't know. Apparently it is not Stefan, because Stephanie admitted and said that I did not write those letters to you, okay? And I did not kill Cleo Johnson. So I thought it was crazy how Maddie went to the Afro and thought that this lady was going to share her notes with Maddie, and then said that the Sun will have a wider audience because the Afro is more black people that read the columns. And I'm so glad that she kicked Maddie ass out, because you really thought all that hard work that she put in to cover Cleo's story and trying to get the bottom line of it, you thought she was going to hand it to you freely, all because you said that the Sun has a more wider audience, and then you thought she was going to use your privilege, but that did not work at all, and she wasn't having it. And so I like that scene right there. He shows up at Cleo Johnson funeral to get a story and see Officer Platt. When I tell you Slappy was calling those people out at the funeral from Cleo mom to Gordon and Myrtle, I was like, somebody needs to put them in their place. Cleo was crying for help, and it seems that no one didn't care. When Maddie interviewed Shell Gordon, and his response was some BS saying that he invested and supported the black community, I was like, why are you lying, sir? You don't care nothing about the community whatsoever. And it seems that once again he didn't know anything about Cleo betting on that red number, because the look on his face, it was like the same reaction when he found out about that drop off. Something is telling me that Dora did not go to Paris. I don't know why, because earlier in the episode Cleo told Dora that Gordon wasn't going to allow her to leave like that. So if she went to Paris, that is a good thing. But if she did not go to Paris, we already know that she probably is dead. I didn't like how they made the husband the suspect of his wife's death, and Cleo mom should know that he would never hurt her daughter. Cleo didn't deserve it. Maddie solved the mystery in one day regarding Cleo's death. Isn't that something, how she was able to connect the dots like that within a day, unlike Officer Platt that didn't do his damn job? And I wonder if he's on Shell's payroll. You know, even when Maddie kind of was looking at him funny and was like, hey, why you're not doing anything about it? Even though Officer Platt is trying to warn Maddie to leave it alone because you don't know what's going on which is kind of true. She really don't know what she's getting herself into, and it's like you don't know who Shell Gordon really is, and you don't know what he's capable of. Episode 5, I was very surprised towards the end, especially when Stefan mom stabbed Maddie out of nowhere. And it seems like it was getting to that point because it seems like Maddie was trying to get Stefan mom so upset and trying to get her rattled a little bit, which was crazy because it seems like she was warming up to Stefan's mom, you know, about her interest of where she was coming from and how she came to the States and stuff like that. I just thought that was interesting, and the way she stabbed Maddie, I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect that. But you kind of can tell just a little bit Maddie was getting on her nerves and she was going to do something. Now stabbing, I don't know, but we're gonna see. Episode 5, like I said, it was good. It wasn't bad at all. Definitely a lot of surprises. Episode 6, hopefully Maddie survived. I think Maddie survived. I think Maddie just fainted or whatever, and of course police was going to find her. They're going to question her, ask her what happened, what's going on, you know, why did you go over to Stefan's mom's house, you know, the typical stuff. But like I said, I enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed episode 5. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.